What is up, my lovely people? Let's see if this works here. I got a new microphone. We got a new microphone. Might be a little bit hot. Checking on the mic. 1, 2, 3, Civilis. What's up, you guys? This is Drew with Blockchain Basement. And if you can, smash that like. Let me know how it sounds. And share this message with a friend. We're out here in the late night, scoping out the crypto markets. I was one day off on Bitcoin, giving up a little bit of its price momentum. A little low. Let's go up a little bit. I got some room to go. Let me know how that's going. But yes, we've had some awesome price action in the markets. Now, first, we'll show BTC. Let's see here. Going to this. Full screen, full send. Let's see here. So, what I'm looking at is we almost broke up into the 36.7, 38 range, which would be getting closer to these higher volume nodes, but we have been stalled out right here. So what I'm watching like a hawk is if we can hold this level right down at $34,500. Sound really low. Maybe I can turn this bad boy up. Let's see here. Bad boy. Turning this guy. Let's go. Just a little up. You know what? This thing is locked. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. Gonna have to turn this microphone up a little bit, it looks like. Give me 1 minute. Getting the home studio set up, you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Man. This does not want to unlock for me. What the heck is going on here? You guys, I want to show you what I'm dealing with here. They make these little touch screens. There's a touch screen on the microphone. We're just going to get into it. Yeah, I'm just going to get right up into it like that. Why not? So I'm watching 34.5. That's what I'm watching for the level to hold on Bitcoin. The other altcoins, my favorites, have given up some action here. Pop myself into the screen here. So on Chainlink, the main levels on the bottom end of our range that I'm watching out for to bottom out at are about $12.99. I'll move my face out of the way so you can see it here. So it's $12.99. Basically is a pretty strong level that I'm watching. Another one to make it up to that's probably acting like pretty strong resistance is right at $18. And then the glory land up here. You can see this has a nice high volume node up here at $26. But we got a long time to go till we get there on Chainlink. Solana chunking back a little bit. Point of control just still remains at 33 bucks, right around 32. I'd be all right grabbing this at $40 as well. Just from this volume node, you can see from its past price action. Expect a little shaving off of Solana. And Avalanche. We have Avalanche coming back down, and I'm watching this level, $17.50 to get back up to. We currently are below that, so yeah, we gave back a little bit of price action. Let's see where the chat went. Did you guys disappear? Where did you guys go? Where is this? Where did you guys go? You guys disappeared on me. Somewhere. The chat's gone. Can't find the chat. Unbelievable. Let's see here. That is super weird. Oh, there you are. Okay. The Q&A thing was hiding you guys. Yes, it's a gigantic, big, black microphone. This is a Shure. This is an actual one. I know I've unmuted them before, but I'm on the fly. I'm going fast. I got to go pick up the family from the airport at about 10 o'clock. So we are going to be moving pretty fast through this news, but there's just a few things I want to highlight. Obviously, we got to talk about XRP, right? This price action been pretty exciting over the past day. We got a huge middle finger for the day just to send us to sleep. But the odd thing is, we're still trying to go up. Obviously, it's giving back down now to 66 cents. Just a huge flip you the bird, fake news, shakeout, or is it? So I'm going to be looking into what the hell is going on with this Bitcoin spot XRP spot ETF. It feels so weird saying that. XRP spot ETF. Really? Is it 2080? This is incredible. So we're going to be digging into that just on the news. Also, just wanted to highlight this. Thorchain had become the second largest DEX in daily trading volume. Absolutely surged, reached $334 million in daily trading volume yesterday, surpassing PancakeSwap. Pretty hot stuff, and only outdone by Uniswap at $1.4 billion. Now, yeah, obviously, yes, it was a huge weekly trading volume surge for Thorchain, surged 102%. It has shaved off a little bit since then. I believe Thorchain is trading in the $4 range now, which is getting me excited because I want to get my Thorchain bags full. And this is this type of stuff that I was hoping for, honestly. I know it's terrible, but I just wasn't ready, man. I was stacking crypto, and I just wasn't ready. I needed more. 476. Here we are. 476. So we can see how much more we're going to give up. Honestly, like, I could do tons of TA, but it's pretty clear that this level at about $4, $3.50 to $4 is going to be the range where I am cozy comfy buying Rune token. So that is just plainly said on Rune token. I think it's a killer project. Definitely think they're going places. Let's see if I could pop you guys out in the chat too. There's like some kind of Q&A chaos that was blocking you guys from me. It's stealing the show. Let's see. Got all these tiny. I'm going to get even more screens. You guys just wait. I'm going to have like a freaking spaceship. I just log in and just turn into a mech warrior of crypto. But let's see here. Some viewers extreme. This thing's yelling at me. I got all these systems yelling at me. Let's get into the XRP news. Enough of this. Hoo-ha. So XRP price pumped and dumped on fake Blackrock filing. No, Blackrock won't be filing for a Ripple ETF anytime soon. It is reported. Price absolutely skyrocketed. I was like, what the F is going on here? 65 cents to 73 cents. And that was within like a few minutes. It was crazy. So that's something to think about. We've seen a few fake ETF announcements that have absolutely ripped the markets. Get you thinking like, are people going to get in trouble for the fake announcements? Are we being lied to about the lie? Like, makes you think, just question a lot of different things. I'll go back into this. So According to the state Delaware website, there's an entity registered under file number 2619091 going by the name iShares XRP Trust, right? Pretty interesting stuff. So it was dispelled, right? It was said that it was fake news by a guy named Balkunas. This is false. While the filing appears to be under the name Blackrock Executive using the Blackrock address, a Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas. Why do I say it that way? Confirmed that Blackrock hadn't actually filed any such registration. Very, very interesting. Balchunas, we'll remember the name. He comes back up in this storyline here. Very interesting stuff. And, I'm going to get into why this is weird. Okay, guys. And I know this is probably like a fat finger or a fake out or someone like on the inside that could file it somehow, that played the news some way. I mean, we're going to get more details about this, but there's some interesting things going on here. This is the Delaware Gov website. And you can see we have the file number 2619091, yada, yada. Incorporation date was today. iShares XRP Trust, the same guy, Daniel Schweiger, that's on the ETH and Bitcoin ones with the BlackRock Advisors address. Now, you get here and you don't know if it's in good standing or not, but if we look a little deeper, you can see it is in good standing, and it was put up at 12:19 p.m. today. Hell of a fat finger going on here. I'm going to keep going, but wait. There's more. Okay, so now what does good standing mean according to Delaware's incorporation system? All entities formed in Delaware, whether active or inactive, are defined with a particular status. They're defined as such. Now, good standing means that the entity's existence has not been terminated either voluntarily or administratively. Okay, noted. Makes sense. But why is it still in good standing? You would think, and now let's give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's a fat finger or an accidental placement of this shares trust, and it's just going to take some time for their servers to wipe the information off, right? That's a potential. And big shout out to Adam. If not Adam, absolutely crushing it on music. I love people that make music too. I am a huge music nerd myself. Adam's a G. So big shout out to him. I think that the music might be playing while I'm talking. I kind of wanted that. You know what I mean? Just to keep it rolling. Okay, now we know what good standing listed is. Sure. Okay, so it's listed as good standing right now. But how did it get there, right? How did it get this far? Now, we got Eric Balchunas coming back again. He's responding to a couple reports on this, just talking about this is false, confirmed by BlackRock, by me. Some wacko must have added using BlackRock's executive name, etc. Come on, man. Okay. So something's weird. But then we keep going on here. And someone highlighted the requirements for getting the Delaware Division of Corporation Registry. It requires all trust documents to be signed by the grantor, person creating the trust, and 2 witnesses. And the document must also be notarized. So it kind of makes it a little difficult to create a fake trust document without the grantor's knowledge or consent. Delaware Division of Corporations also requires these agents to verify the identity of their clients before they agree to serve as the registered agent. And then, you look a little bit beyond this. Eric Balchunas responds to this, and he's like, can you drop me a link where you found this, please? Like, what? What, bro? Like, don't you have direct ability to discount that? Like, why are you asking for help on what that link is? And you can find it. It wasn't that hard to find. So that was interesting to see. And yeah, if you look at this thing, again, it's sitting here in good standing, 1113. Now, the reason in me says no, this is fake. We can't have this nice of stuff before. That would just be so chaotic if we have an XRP spot ETF before a Bitcoin spot ETF. Like, really? I've seen idiocracy, but really? And I hold XRP, but I fully expect Bitcoin spot ETFs before XRP ETFs. Super interesting stuff. Now, but there's some time frame things that have lined up about Ripple about the SEC, about these lawsuits that make me scratch my head often. And, I'm so curious at this point with how this ends up because of all these coinkydings. I want to show you guys just the overscope of what's in my mind at large, right? So about 2 years ago, I wrote a script, and it was delivered by the previous lead of our firm. And it highlighted that in my script, I predicted that the FedNow payment system, the bank-to-bank, corporation-to-corporation payment system, the instant payment system from the Federal Reserve would roll out the same month that the first portion, the big portion of the XRP lawsuit gets tidied about, right? That was the crazy cuckoo conspiracy theory that I had so many years ago, right? And now, if you look, what the hell does Ripple have to do with FedNow and the Federal Reserve? I'm glad you asked. So this is the FedNow website, and one of their primary payment services that they're doing this instant payment setup with is Volante Technologies. And Volante is just integrated with a couple interesting names, right? We have Swift. We have Ripple. We have Visa. We have Visa Direct, Visa B2B, MasterCard Send, and others. But again, this is one of their main components. It's like on the second page. Here's the first page where it's, just standard bank to bank. You go a little bit deeper into these operators, and you can go through here yourself. You can go in here. If you go to the FedNow website, you can go through the Showcase Theater and enter the building, and it'll give you all kinds of different companies. And this is kind of fun even for standard regular firms, like regular transfer payments companies that are getting integrated with this. But here's the crazy part. So FedNow is active, right? It went active, get this. It went active July 20th of 2023, okay? Noted. Well, guess what else? Guess what else happened? Guess what else happened? So this was on July 20th of 2023, the first portion of the lawsuit where XRP on the secondary market were deemed non-securities. The same day, not even the same month, the same week and day of press release. Pretty incredible to see that happen. Makes me ask questions all the time on is the SEC just keeping people uninterested in this thing long enough? Like, I know I try to discount conspiracy theories as much as I can because at some points in my life I thought everything was a scam, and I kind of had to step back, take a deep breath, right? Get the thinking cap back on. That's kind of weird though. Then you also have this. So we have the Ripple versus SEC remaining portion of the lawsuit, the $770 million in payment that the SEC is looking to get paid from the initial coin offerings in the IPO, right? So ICO. $770 million, that's the portion that's being called in question because those sales were outside of the United States, as John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan have brought up. It's going to get sticky as far as that goes regardless. And we look at this, we say, okay, what's the main important time frame? That when are they going to finally pay the fee and move on with their lives, right? That's what everyone's been wondering. You screw it all the way down. This is all just the same old regurgitated jargon. But the final pretrial conference is on April 16th of 2024. Okay. Maybe that means nothing. But, wait a minute. Something else really, really important in crypto is happening at that time frame. I wonder what it is. It is the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving is April 17th. They're going to be finalizing the Ripple lawsuit incomplete, and Bitcoin's going to halve in the same week. That's going to be insane when that rolls out. And now we have all this stuff going on, right? But we also have a further development within FedNow that's going to, in my opinion, be the introduction of CBDCs. This is where it's going to be tested person-to-person CBDC transaction. It is FedWire, and that is scheduled for March 10th of 2025. More interesting timing, because that is going to be essentially at the peak of the next bull market if we do follow that 4-year cycle. So, I mean, we're going to have a lot of institutional interest at this rate, and in my opinion, it's going to follow the same 4-year cycle. Some institutions are going to get wrecked if they buy in late at the top. They FOMO, I wouldn't put it past them. There's this mob mentality that becomes in bull markets where it's like, it's just going to keep going up. Let's go. And in general, it's a 4-year cycle. The scarcity is doubled every 4 years. It's a very simple process. So seeing all these things lined up, very interesting to see. I do expect that Ripple is going to win the majority of that last portion of their lawsuit. It's going to be very, very difficult for the SEC. It's going to be impossible for them to get the $770 million that they want from Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson on those initial sales, because portions of them, it looks like, were done outside of the United States. That's not your jurisdiction, right? So that doesn't make any sense. And then, all the while, Coinbase is the listed custody agent for this Blackrock ETF. While supposedly Coinbase is being sued by Coinbase for selling unregistered securities. It's lies built on top of lies. It's scam built on top of scams. And in my opinion, there is something on an institutional level that is going to happen with XRP. Now, I don't think it's going to be the US dollar. I don't think it's going to take over the whole US dollar. But I think that there's going to be a portion of finance that is going to come out of the blue that's going to really amaze us on this project potential. And yes, it's JavaScript, blah, blah, blah. Do you really think that these gigantic banks and Federal Reserve systems want to implement, hardcore Web3 Rust-based systems immediately? They're running off Python and JavaScript. They want JavaScript pluggable systems. I mean, it's just, you got to crawl before you can walk. I know that there's some really amazing Web3 projects that are light speed ahead of FedNow, but it's a large, slow-moving system. It's been around for a long time. It's going to be careful with what it digs its teeth into. Crimson Caravan, I do think I would be at risk of being shut down if I showed you what's on my hip. But we got it. And I got a spare, just a little spare on me, at all times. That's just how I roll. No big deal. Okay. No big deal. Yeah, guys. I always keep that thing on me. You know what I'm doing. But yeah, guys, this is exciting times beyond XRP, beyond all the potentials for that. I am super excited to get a pullback on the markets, honestly. Very excited for this. So let's look at the biggest losers here. Oh, biggest winner, Bitcoin token coming out of nowhere. Let's see here. And MakerDAO, we got that. FracShare, BitTorrent. These are all the winners. Kind of interesting to see. Gas, the biggest loser. FTT token, Avalanche, shaving off, but still holding above $16. Very impressive. Kronos, Crow, good shave off, but still very well up on the week. So, with that being said, yeah, I know it's interesting to see price kind of reset like this, and potentially this could be the leveling off, but it's in these moments I'd just be buying a few $100 here and there, just little chunks. You know what I mean? When I back the truck up, that's like a vehicle's worth of cash, and I take those moments very seriously. This moment, it's just about slightly stacking DCA in my favorite projects. Rune, one of them. There's a slew of others that I want to get. Let's see what's on my to get list here. Let's see. Here, I just got to get right up on this mic. I like this mic. I'm gonna be like, whoo. It reminds me of singing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. So got the biggest loser, biggest winner, Storj. I wonder what Storj is doing. I like Storj. I'm a fan of data storage. Oh, you waking up? Okay. You see this, you guys? This is the stuff God. Oh, man. 2 cents to 79 cents. Absolutely crushing it. Let's look at the past price history. Lower high on the all-time high, right? During the peak of the bull market. Higher market cap. A little problem with the tokenomics throwing it out of whack there. You can see the market cap higher than that secondary peak. But in general, tokenomics don't look awful. You already got circulating supply of 379 million out of 424. So, yeah, I don't hate this project at all. This is sparking joy, even with that nasty pump. I mean, I keep in context, this is a $300 million market cap. It's very movable. And, it's just now waking up. Like, these are the times, if I see this thing pop down into the red below, 55 cents, we get at 55 cents, that'd be something I'm backing the truck up on because it looks pretty good from here. And it's a smaller market cap. It's an effective project that's been around. It's stayed in front of the public eye, and it ain't going to sleep. So that's all. Let's check out the rest of the watch list, see what else is cooking for me here. We got Polyswarm. This thing has been nuts. It literally has stayed in this range for ever. And it just pumps like crazy. Take profits, get out, same old range. I remember this pump. This is why I'm a fan of this project, because I was part of that. That was stupid sick. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, pretty much in general, similar market cap. There's a token that's interesting. It's all about malware protection. Like when Web3 companies have files that they're scared of or they think they have malware, they will use their system to basically just check it to see if it's malicious. So it's kind of an interesting project. It has a very specific use case. I like that. Explain to me why I'm here. They do it. So not in hate of that one. That might be that actually might be one of my shorter term plays to get in and out of within a month or two. Because in general, it looks like it's coiling up and getting ready for another move. This is another project, Genomes DAO. I like this project a lot. This is part of the DeSci niche, and that's going to come back in a big way. It's probably got some more blood to drip here, but in general, this is the all-time. It's about a year's worth of data on this one since March, so less than a year's worth of data. And, in general, I'd expect it to, it's a very new altcoin, very low market cap, doesn't even register its size of market cap on CoinMarketCap yet, but I would not be surprised if this thing pops back down to the 0.009 level. Currently at 1 cent, 1.3 cents. So that one looking pretty tasty. I like that general sector. And yeah, NCT, microcap stablecoin, and then you get those violent rips, and you gotta go. You gotta go. NCT. And I think it comes from those rips because some company will get a ton of data, and then all of a sudden it's really working, but at least it's being used to the slightest degree when it's in a bear market and all the attention's been gone. That's been pretty relieving to see. Now, Polyswarm, I don't expect, anything massive out of it, but you never know. I mean, you never know. If people keep getting hacked the way that they are, China's largest bank had to pay a ransom to get their systems back to a hacker. So that was very interesting. And that they got hacked right as they were selling U.S. treasuries. Right? The worst auction in century or whatever. It was worst auction in decades. And China also got hacked when they were trying to sell off our treasuries. So this is pretty fun times. I am looking for more entry points. I want to get that Solana dip. I want to get more AVAX, honestly, if I could. XRP, you guys, this thing, I'm just too curious about all this overlapping coincidences to give up. I got to see this thing through all the way to the bull market. If I fail, if I die, I die, right? But it's not a huge portion of my portfolio. It's been a long hold, and it keeps me well interested. And honestly, yeah, I know that there's a lot of dumping that happens on it, but in general, it's building up higher lows. And this is one gargantuan swooping upside right here. That's what I see. I'm looking at the forest through the trees, trying to have a longer term mindset. That's what it's about. So with that being said, I really hope that the explanation of how in the world this is literally the actual website for the Delaware government, how in the world this was able to get through, how in the world they were able to use his name and this address if they had to use a notary. Like, you have to use a notary, 2 witnesses, and a grantor, a trustee holder. That's a lot of checks and balances. Kind of odd that this made it in there and it's still sitting in good standing. Pretty big deal, right? You would think that they'd be able to knock that out. Just finished sandblasting in 1971. Marlin 366. Oh my God. Those things are sick. Yes, the ban got rejected. Absolutely. Hallelujah, America. I love what I've been seeing for the most part out of the Supreme Court. Gotta love it. They're standing up for us. Might be the last chance we have at democracy, or constitutional republic, rather. Absolutely loved seeing that ban get turned down. It's a very similar situation, I feel, to the SEC and their enforcement by regulation, or regulation by enforcement, rather. Just moving and putting lawsuits here or there, seeing what sticks, seeing if you can go after the manufacturer of what was used to do wrong, right? Quite a stretch. We see these NGOs doing this all the time, though, unfortunately. And yeah, man, like, that thing's still there. I don't know how this is possible. Let's give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's going to take some time for them to get it off their servers. But, yeah, kind of odd. And yeah, Mojo, absolutely sick build. Ooh, my babysitter's here. Well, I'm going to let you guys go because I am going to go pick up my wife from the airport. But I really hope that, yeah, I know, right? Sack Nasty, exactly. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me. And, man, I think there's a lot more to the story than we're being told here on the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to share this stream with your friends. And let's get this conversation going. Let's find out what the fuck's going on, man. But really appreciate you guys joining me. And I hope you have a fantastic night. Adios.